Hello, welcome to another Alpha Strike Replay unboxing video. I'm joined by Tarron here, and we're going to have a look at, wow, you've been hanging out for this one.
Wolverine and Sabertooth. Wolverine and Sabertooth.
So we're doing an unboxing for Marvel Crisis Protocol. It's been a game that we've sort of played quite a few games of now, actually. We really like it.
Yeah, but they're bringing the X-Men in, and these are two of my favourite dudes in the X-Men universe.
Yeah, very cool. Alright, so let's have a look.
Let's have a squeeze. Do you have the official unboxing
I'll
order?
do it. I'll do this.
Yep, you do that.
I'll just do that, and then you can do that.
Give the left-hander the
Okay.
There you go, little buddy. You can have that bit.
Right, so Wolverine and Sabertooth. So CP40.
Yep.
Nice. They look really good.
Yeah.
Very dynamic poses. Which is nice.
Very cool.
They usually do a pretty good job with them.
So you've got Wolverine, you've got Sabertooth, you've got two bases, you've got the character stat cards, then you've got 3 team tactics cards, and 11 tokens.
And an alternate head.
Yeah. So he doesn't have his mask on.
I don't know. Which do you like?
I'm quite happy with either.
With either, yeah.
Yeah. Oh dear.
It's bad enough he wears the spandex, he doesn't really...
Yeah, that's it.
He had to force to wear that, so...
You should be in jeans and a coat.
Yeah. So there's those. So open those up, mate. Let's have
a squiz. So as always, you have some options for basing. So there's 4 different bases there. Hey, they don't look like they're in very many parts actually. So that one's Sabertooth. It's all pointy. I keep stabbing myself with bits of Sabertooth. That's the way it is, I think. They look in pretty good nick. Lots of different bits and pieces, but not too many considering what you're doing.
Yeah, I don't see sort of much flash on there, so that's nice, clean.
All good. And then you've got Wolverine there. Again, so he's got his alternate heads there. You can pick which one you want to do. You can magnetise it and have both.
You could actually, yeah, if you're crazy enough to do that.
If you're crazy enough to magnetise something that small. If you're that crazy, put a comment down. Oh dear. Alright.
Right.
Looking good.
So that's the, yeah, you're right. Not much there at all.
No. So like 4, 5 base, like 5 steps each. Including putting them on the bases. That's pretty good for these.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I like that too. And you got this cool thing at the bottom.
Because there's not much of this taken up, so they went, oh, we better give them something to look at.
Art in there too. Why not? Alright, so we have
tokens.
There we go. So
bleed
which
obviously.
makes sense. Some holding objective ones.
For X-Men and the whatever Magneto was the head
Brotherhood of Mutants.
That's it, yep.
Some other of the dazed ones in a slightly different colour scheme, which is good. And red for activation, so that's good.
Yep.
That's right, double
all groovy.
So we have 3.
Weapon X program, exceptional healing. Haha, because X. Get it? And 1-2 punch.
1-2 punch. Alright, big one. Let's have a look.
Because they did actually work together at one point, didn't they? So
yeah, true.
Let's look at the Weapon X program.
Difference of opinions, of course.
Unaffiliated active Wolverine or Sabertooth may spend 3 power to play this card. This character is thrown short. It does not suffer damage if it collides with another character or terrain feature. This is the ram from Green Goblin.
Green Goblin, same thing.
We did Green Goblin before, and it's the same thing. You get to ram yourself into someone, and you don't take damage.
You don't take damage, and you get some extra movement if there's somewhere you want to go.
So you're basically just launching yourself short and hitting something if you want to.
Yeah.
I mean, he had his was an active ability, wasn't it? So you had to pay power to do it, I think. And this is it's a card, so you only get it one off, right? So I would use this to actually launch yourself at someone. And that way they're taking whatever their size is +1, they have to dodge.
Yeah, indeed.
So that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
I like it.
Right, so what else have we got?
we have
exceptional healing and 1-2 punch. Let's have a look at the 1-2 punch because they're both sort of there. Unaffiliated reactive. So when the active character targets an enemy character with an attack and the target character is within 2 of another allied character, those allied characters may spend 1 power each to play this card. Add 2 dice to the attack roll. That's basically the same as the other 1-2 punch from the main box set.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember 1-2 punch for some reason, but there was some card that let you do basically that.
Yeah, but that's
pretty good.
It's a pretty good card, so now you've got 2, which is pretty...
1 power each for an extra 2 dice on an attack roll.
2 dice is nice.
That's not too bad, and something tells me they're going to have pretty high level dice for their attacks. I haven't looked at the cards yet.
We haven't looked yet, so yeah.
And then we've got exceptional healing.
So Wolverine's on the picture.
All the puns are intended. Unaffiliated reactive. When an allied character with the healing factor superpower would be damaged by an enemy effect, it may spend 3 power to play this card. Reduce the amount of damage suffered to 1.
To 1?
To 1.
Wow.
So that I'm going to assume they're going to have the healing factor superpower, but there might be some other people out there that eventually have healing factor as a superpower. But if you would be damaged by an enemy effect, it may spend 3 power to reduce it to 1.
Oh man,
that's pretty cool.
That is very cool.
That's pretty cool.
Oh. All right,
let's have a look at them.
All right, who do you want to look at first, mate?
Let's do Sabertooth first.
Sabertooth. There he is. So you lead the way with him.
So he's got 6 health. He's got a long movement, which is pretty cool.
Wow.
I mean, obvious, but pretty cool. Only size 3, 4 points, and he's got 3s across the board for his defenses.
All right.
He's got his Claw Slash, which is his base level attack. 0 power. 2 range and 5 dice is not bad at all. After this attack is resolved, the character gains power equal to the damage dealt. Wilds cause bleed. So after this attack is resolved, the target character gains the bleed special condition.
Okay.
And wilds also cause pierce. So change one of the defending characters' critical, wild, or shield results to a blank.
Oh, so that'll be on the first rolls before you do like extras and stuff.
Yeah.
I imagine. So because if you get a critical, you could then change that so they don't add another die.
Yeah. So that's yeah.
Wow. Gosh.
I assume so. Even if it's at the modifying dice stage, it's still a good thing because that critical still counts as a hit.
True.
So it's still useful to get, or a defense. So it's still useful to be able to get rid of it.
True.
I'm trying to remember the order. I'm pretty sure you roll for criticals before you're allowed to modify dice. So
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It still helps.
It means it's one less hit that they've defended against.
Yeah.
Because that's what that does. So he's got another attack there, Savage Predator. So it's 2 range, 7 dice for 4 power.
Okay.
And he's got a finisher. So if you roll a wild and a hit, you get finisher. After this attack is resolved, this character may make a Claw Slash attack. This character may reroll any number of attack dice during that attack.
Oh, that's brutal.
Wow.
That is brutal.
So if you spend 4 power to do Savage Predator and you get a wild and a hit, then after it's resolved, you can then do a Claw Slash with rerolls. That will get you power based on the number of wounds you cause.
Oh, my God.
I like it.
With movement long, it's just going to like...
I like it.
Oh.
That's very cool. Oh, dear. Okay, he's got an active power. So 3 power for No Mercy. During the next attack, this character makes this turn. Add 1 die to its attack roll for each wound the target character has, to a maximum of 3. That's nice. And as long as he's generating power, he can keep doing it, because it doesn't say you can only do it once, and it doesn't say action.
So he could go after the bigger guys that have got some wounds on them.
Yeah, it's maximum of 3, but it's potentially 3 extra dice in one of his already fairly full on. So that would make his Claw Slash an 8 and his Savage Predator a 10.
So if he spends it for that, he would get it for that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, so he could
During the next attack.
he could spend 3 power and 4. So he's got 7 power. He could spend this to beef this. But no, he could do this. So spend 4 to do this, get his finisher to go off, and then spend 3 to make that claw slash have 3 extra dice, or wounds extra dice, which means that the wounds that are caused will give him extra power.
Oh.
That's full on.
So if he's on 10 power, yeah, he could have a pretty good round of attack there.
Yeah.
In theory, he could.
And if you get him up to maximum power, he can have some fairly serious, and we haven't even done his reactive yet. Oh my God. So, Untamed Force, it's 2 power. After an attack against this character is resolved, it may use this superpower. If the attacker is within 2, this character may make a claw slash attack targeting the attacker. This superpower can only be used once per turn. And if this is an attack, so if he still has 3 power left over, he can beef it up with extra dice depending on how many wounds you've taken. That's really cool. I like it.
So that you could use it. You could use that from that, because that's generally when it's his turn.
No, it's so after an attack against this character is resolved, so it won't be his turn. The active abilities. That's
active is when it's their turn.
You have to use that when it's your turn.
So
you wouldn't be able to beef that up.
No, but that's
you've still got 5 dice.
Yeah.
With the potential to cause bleed and pierce and get yourself power back.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's spending 2 power for the chance to get
potentially 5. It's assuming he hits with everything and nobody defends anything. He's getting 5 power.
Oh my gosh.
He's wiping people out pretty quick. I mean, I'd send him to chase Black Widow down. That long move.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Aggressive is a passive permanent. So after an attack targeting this character is resolved, if this character suffered wounds, it may advance short towards the attacking character.
He's passive aggressive.
Passive
aggressive.
So all of the people like Badumts, you'll get a subscriber for that.
Probably.
All of the people like Red Skull and like anybody else with range abilities, like long range abilities, the 4s and the 5s in the world, he's advancing towards you if you cause him damage. And advancing short and then having a long move when it's his turn, you're dead. You're just dead. And then he's got healing factor 1.
He's got healing factor 1, so he can use. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh. Let's see what happens when you flip it, because that was all happening on his happy side.
That's when he's
Let's see what happens when he gets annoyed.
Well, he gets more wounds. Look at that.
Yeah. No,
it's the same.
So he's still got his long.
12 though.
He's still 3s across the board. He's still got all his stuff. His abilities, his attacks stay the same. Attacks stay the same. No mercy, untamed force, and aggressive.
The costs are the same.
Costs are the same. Everything just stays the same.
He's not really a tactical person.
He's annoyed enough as he is when he's like on the happy side.
Creed. 4 points killing machine. Really? He really is.
Yeah.
Especially with that card as a backup there. Oh.
Yeah, he's a killer. He is you're not using this dude to go and get like standard objectives and things. You are sending him in to wipe the enemy out.
Yeah.
That is what he's for. I mean, I would even consider, if you could get the priority and do it properly, I would consider sending him against someone like the Valkyrie.
Yeah, I was thinking Valkyrie.
Baron Zemo.
Yeah, because of the speed.
Yeah. Because you can get into combat with them before they can get into combat with you and start it off. And you've got some serious stuff. You've got a bit of power to start with. You've got some serious wound dealing ability there. And that would take out those otherwise huge combat orientated characters. He's really cool. I like him. But it's Sabertooth. I mean, what did you expect?
Yeah, that's right. So that adds a lot of power to the Brotherhood. He's not. I mean, anyone can use him, obviously, but for the Brotherhood, he's
insane.
All right.
Wolverine. Let's do it.
James Logan Howlett. There you go.
There you go.
Use his middle name.
Okay.
Seven called him middle name. 7 power. Life. So he's slower than Sabertooth, okay. And he's a bit smaller. There you go.
Yeah.
Still 4 points. 4, 3, and 2.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Adamantium Slash. Range of 2, 5 dice, no power. After this attack is resolved, the character gains power equal to the damage dealt. On a wild, you cause bleed. And on a wild, you can also do pierce.
So
It's exactly the
his
same.
claw slash is the same as the adamantium slash.
Okay.
So yeah, you're doing pretty good damage there.
All right. Then he's got Berserker Barrage. So range 3, 7 dice for 3 power. So it's a little different.
Little longer range, same dice, and a little less power, which is pretty cool.
So before damage is dealt, place this character within 1 of the target. That's nice.
Wow.
All right. And if this attack deals damage, after the attack is resolved, if the target character is size 3 or less, this character may throw it S.
Nice.
You are off the objective, sir.
Yes.
Just like that.
I don't care if you're contesting because now you're over there.
Yeah. I was here, I'm now there, and now you're over there.
And you're bleeding. A lot.
Let's see. All right, the best at what I do. It's an action for 3 power. This character immediately makes a move action followed by an adamantium slash attack action. When making this attack, each wild in the attack roll counts as 2 successes. You can only be used once per turn. So 5 dice, potentially doing 10 damage if you roll.
And the wilds are piercing, so each of the... you get to change their results to blanks.
Oh my gosh.
And the wilds are also counting as 2 successes. That's really good.
Gosh.
I like it.
What's this? Adamantium Skeleton. When determining if this character can be thrown or pushed by an effect or special rule, or when it is colliding with another character or a terrain feature, this character counts as size 3. Because he's super tough.
Yeah. So he's actually listed as a size 2
Yeah.
for like vision and stuff. But when you're throwing him and pushing him around, he's size 3. Because he's just really stubborn, I think.
Yeah, that's what it is. And he's got healing factor 2 and immunity to stun. Immunity to stun is excellent. So he can always get his power.
Yeah. So he's always going to get the maximum amount of power he's allowed to have, rather than stun locks you in at 1.
Yeah.
Any given source of power will only ever give you 1.
I can't remember off the top of my head what healing factor does in the game.
No.
So we'll put it up on the screen for you.
Yep.
Things like that. So flip him over. Let's see what happens.
So pretty much...
Well, that's why they give you the alternate head. You have to magnetize. When he flips over, he's got to take his mask off.
He takes his mask off and gets annoyed.
So he loses a bit of...
Yeah, he loses quite a bit of life. So 2 points of life go away. His defenses stay the same. His attacks look like they stay the same. 3, 3, 7, 2, 5. Yep.
Okay, so it's the same.
Best at what I do is the same. Adamantium Skeleton looks the same, but he gains Wild Rage. Yeah, still 3 power.
Okay, so he gets an extra ability.
So he gets the ability of Wild Rage, which is a permanent passive. So add 1 die to this character's attack rolls for each wound token it has.
Ooh.
Additionally, this character cannot interact with or hold objective tokens. So he just gets increasingly mad as he takes damage in there. He's got 5 wounds, so he can have up to 4 extra dice.
Oh my gosh. Wow. He's taking stuff down when he's flipped, eh?
Yeah, when he flips over, he's going to be just hurting people. And that Berserker Barrage, I quite like that. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So from a range of 3, you go to a range of 1 instantly without actually having to do anything. You don't even have to win the combat. You just go, before damage is dealt, you are within 1. So you go instantly.
This is place his character within 1. So you can actually go over the top as well?
Yep, because it's a place. So you go from range 3 to range 1, which is the width of the ruler. And then if it deals damage, you can throw that person, if they're size 3 or less, short. And you can throw them into somebody else. And that's pretty cool. I like that.
In the upcoming release for Colossus, there is a card in there that allows him to throw Wolverine. So, I don't know the exact specifics of the card. I'm sure someone shared it somewhere up there, but it's because they did it in training or whatever it is in the comics and stuff. Colossus would throw him.
They just pick him up and chuck him.
It'd be interesting to see how that goes with him. That could be an interesting.
That'll be that ram type thing again.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
But it'll be like a long. Be like give him some spin.
Yeah, give him some spin. Yeah.
That's cool. I like them. I like them,
Wow.
and they can technically be on the same side. I think at some point.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
It's fine. Yeah. Imagine those two together though. That could be quite brutal.
I'd just take them. I mean, that's 8 points. Put somebody else in there and just leave them at the back doing stuff. Just run these two dudes in and start hacking things up. And that's, I mean, this is, he's geared a little bit more towards like the thinking man's berserker, but this guy is just, you go in there and you rip stuff up. He's not objective holding.
No.
He's not picking things up and going, I will take this back to base. He's like, get off my
If Magneto tells him to do it, he'll probably do it.
Yeah,
otherwise,
probably.
yeah. That'd be interesting though. Magneto giving him some extra help here and there would be quite, and make him even more stronger.
Yeah. And yeah, just the number of dice you're rolling. And even with him, I mean, 7 dice and then getting the extra when you flip, and oh my God.
Yeah.
Some cool stuff.
Yeah.
I love them. Combat Wombats.
So there we go. CP40, X-Men, Marvel Crisis Protocol, Sabertooth, and Wolverine.
Yes. I like.
That's a good
lot.
set. Yep. If you're an X-Men fan, that is probably a must-have for me. I'd say.
If you're into the X-Men at all, then you'll want to get a copy of that one.
So there we go. Thank you, Tarron.
No, thank you, buddy. My favourites.
If you've used these characters already, or you have some little tips and stuff you want to share, just put it in the comments. Just want to hear it.
Yep.
Anything that makes our game more enjoyable, I'll take it. So if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. Love to have you on board. All right.
Groove.
Thank you.
Bye guys.